a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Gun. Watch the screen. Hey, alert 3. Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey. Deep grip.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read. 59, Mike to 59. Look at me. Go.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
64, read.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score nothing and 7. Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about it.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
That's it. Right at the 80. 45. Get that ball, Dean. Get that ball. 48. Mike, 45. Oh, that come. Check. Check. 45.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
50, plant, blue draw, Porker.
2 yards on the pickup.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 15-9. Hey, Delta. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, one set. Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. 59. Hey, Echo. Hit it.
On first down, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Greystone, travel. Pick the edge. Go. Say go.
Here's Tannehill. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
All day, defense, all day.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, That's the one that bothers me more.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Keeps himself upright. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill rolling to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check Mike 54. Mike, go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Gun.
Back to throw, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a first down throw for Newton. And an out. Cam fighting. He lost gets the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Being chased out left. He'll take a shot from, and this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First down, Panthers.
Ready? Step, ready? He's coming. Check in.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Great.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Listen. Check.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him. Ready?
Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Pretty quiet, Dean. Pretty quiet. 20.
Throwing again. Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, here I come. Here I come. 45.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T. 36. Hey, one set. Get it.
They run again with Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Gator. I know he ain't got it. Say. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Throw out.
No. Watch out.
Rush in. General West. Hey, wahoo.
Tannehill now to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Leo.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Alert. 3 down. Hey. Watch two.
Here's Newton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Check. Eight.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
On the double.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slash.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
23 yards, the final tally. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, double. Shift.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we're heavy on the edges,
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Zipper. Smooth.
Mike's by 4.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
Check, 59. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
20.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Pilot, 64, weak. 54. Hey, Alpha. Let's go. Shoot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in the line.
From the gun, here's Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
That's it, battle up. 45, Mike, 45.
On 1st and 10, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is caught by Malik Turner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st down, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
One last throw here for Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it, and that will write a finish to this.